Toxic Love, the Gabby Petito tragedy. That is the working title of an upcoming special on HLN. That's a division of CNN. There has been so much coverage of the 22-year-old woman who went missing during a cross-country trip with her boyfriend, who was later discovered dead. Not as much coverage of other similar stories, especially situations involving women of color. Our Cashea Airy brings us the story of one South LA mother seeking to remedy this disparity.
Shalissa Collier has been relentless in her fight to get justice for her daughter, Mikeona Johnson, who went missing almost 2 years ago.
If don't nobody else fight for her, I have to do it. I have to be her voice.
Mikeona went missing in September 2020. A week after her disappearance, her body was found in the backseat of her car at Jesse Owens Park near her home in South LA. Mikeona was reportedly with her boyfriend and 2 young daughters on the night she went missing. While investigators later reopened the case, Shalissa feels like the department is not doing enough to bring justice to her daughter.
Make it a priority. Work it till you can't work it no more. And hopefully that's when whoever did whatever, they are locked up, under the jail. I don't care where you put them. But these deaths, somebody needs to be held accountable.
The U.S. Census reported that nearly 40% of women reported missing were Black, even though Black people only make up 13% of the population. Dr. Danielle Slakoff at Sacramento State University has focused much of her research on this trend, often referred to as the missing white woman syndrome.
We know that the media itself is not as diverse as our country is, and I think that's just one of the many reasons why we continue to see this.
Missing white woman syndrome is a term that was coined by journalist Gwen Ifill. It states that white missing women are overrepresented in the media while missing women of color are underrepresented.
I really don't think you can take away the fact that it's profitable to cover certain missing people. And unfortunately, until we figure out how to make all stories that profitable, I'm not sure that we're gonna see a difference.
Even though Dr. Slakoff has been researching missing white woman syndrome for the past 7 years, she explains that it was Gabby Petito's case that brought national attention to her work. In her research, she makes the connection between intimate partner violence and homicide, something we saw in Petito's case and many others involving missing women.
This will be the baby, and then this one would be her oldest daughter.
And as for Shalissa, she explains that her family and her granddaughters are her main support system as she strives to get justice for Mikeona.
If it takes the last breath of me, she will get justice. She will get it.
And that means finding and prosecuting those responsible for Mikeona's death.
Coming up after the break, the last 2 years have been incredibly challenging. First COVID, and now monkeypox has been declared a national emergency. The Long Beach mayor responds to critics who say more still needs to be done. Then, should you get a monkeypox vaccine? Factors to consider from a local man recuperating from the virus. Stay with us for that story.